Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Gotten word that Binance almost ran out of ICX. Now, this is a great situation for ICX holders because let me tell you, an exchange can't actually run out of a popular coin because that means if people want to buy it, they have to borrow it from liquidity providers, which actually could cost them an arm and a leg. But if they run short on supply, they actually have to buy it beforehand and they have to buy it off, well, liquidity suppliers and the open market, maybe off of other exchanges. But if one exchange, especially an exchange like Binance, is running short on ICX, you can bet those other exchanges are probably running short on ICX as well. And what happens then? Well, exchanges start to bid up the price of ICX from liquidity providers and the price goes up. And that would actually explain the price hike. Because right now, ICX is at 83 cents. And that's higher than when Bitcoin was at 36,000 when it was only like 72 cents. So despite the fact that Bitcoin went down about 10%, ICX actually went up about 10-15% in the last few weeks. And that's really, really good news. So if it's really, really true that Binance is actually running short on ICX and they're having to buy from the liquidity providers, it's probably true from like OKX and a lot of those other exchanges as well, which means there is a really big demand from exchanges for ICX to satisfy the needs of their investors. That means exchanges are going to be willing to bid the price of ICX up just to keep their business running. Because, an exchange doesn't want to be like, hey, we know this coin is hot, but we don't have any more of this coin for you to buy and shut down that market, because then all their customers are going to their competitor. And that's basically a big no-no for them. So hopefully this is actually true. And I think it actually is, because I've heard it from several outlets. And that's actually pretty amazing for Icon users. It's kind of like, like they buy from OTC, but if the OTC starts drying up and the exchanges start running out of ICX, like the exchanges a lot of times are actually the liquidity providers, but if their liquidity dries up, then like people are gonna have to bid up the price of the coin. And those of us that are holding the coin get to gain big time, especially those of us that are staking the coin gain big time, because the amount we stake, actually stays the same. And our rewards stay at the same percentage, but since they're bidding the price up, the monetary amount of our rewards actually goes up. Now, at this time, the consideration is actually tax issues, because when you're actually staking, you get taxed for the value that the coin is at when you actually receive the coin you staked. So you might think about selling a couple just so you don't end up with the scenario where you stake and you get the coin at a certain price and you're taxed at that certain price, and then the price drops. And then you can only sell the coin for a certain price. Then you end up owing more taxes than you actually have you end up owing more taxes than you actually have of coins. You don't really want that. I don't think it's that severe yet, because it's only gone up like 10%. So there's really nothing to worry about. But remember, this is a Korean coin. If the Korean exchanges start selling out of ICX, like the hype FOMO will be huge. A lot of people are going to be rushing into it, and they're going to be bidding up prices hand over foot. And this is how ICX goes from like 80 cents to like $10 or $20. It's situations like this where the exchanges are actually running out of liquidity. The usual liquidity providers run out of liquidity. So the prices on the market go way, way up as people try to get everything they actually can. This can break through all sorts of resistances if there are any left. And this could actually skyrocket the coin. And Bitcoin's like at 30 something thousand, 40,000, it's at that point where some of these coins are going to really start popping off, even the larger coins. So very, very good news for ICX. Very, very bullish. And yeah, let me know what you think of this news. I think you should be pretty happy. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.